That's the question I have tonight. That's it. That's the only question I got. Maybe you have the same question. Why? Why is Gamora? What is Gamora? Where is Gamora? It's a genuine question, honestly. There's a person in your barn. Okay. Well, that's cool. I get ring notifications because we have a camera in there with the animals, and it's raining, so they're definitely indoors. And I'm getting notifications. Why not? Here, look, I'll show you guys. I don't know how well it's going to show up. Hold on. Ah! Goats. See? There we go. Ooh, don't want to focus. But anyways, goats. Why? All right, so I got a story time for you guys. You ready for this? This is let me just preface this. This is not 6 scale related. Not at all. This is just life related. Okay, you ready for this? Let me tell you a story. You ready for this? This should I should make a damn TikTok about this, but I only made like 5 TikToks. But anyways, let me tell you a story. We bought this house a year ago. Okay, literally a year. Well, it was July. But we moved in July 1st of last year. Bought this house a year ago. Okay. A couple months ago, we had some issues with our air conditioning unit. It was like 900 degrees outside for like 10 days and whatever. And the AC just said, boom, I'm not working anymore. And it got up to like 83 degrees in this house. It was freaking hot. Now, when we bought this house, they had a home warranty thing. So we had a 1-year home warranty on it. So if something went wrong, they would come out and fix it, which was cool. I was like, okay, whatever. No big deal. So we called them up and said, hey, look, AC unit's not working. Something's up. It's 80 degrees in this house. What the hell? They told us it would take 3 weeks to get somebody out here. 3 weeks to get somebody out here to, and I shouldn't be surprised because it's a warranty thing, and warranties are just stupid anyways. Took them 3 weeks. In the meantime, while we were waiting the 3 weeks, I turned the unit off, turned the thermostat, just turn it off. I turned it off for like a day and a half, 2 days, whatever it was. It was freaking hot. And then I was like, what the hell? Maybe it was frozen, whatever. Maybe it was thawed out. Of course, it's 900 degrees. It shouldn't be frozen. I said, all right, let me go turn it back on. So turn it back on, cold air. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy. But I was thankful. It worked. A couple weeks later, the repair guy shows up, says, hey, you need this part, whatever. It's under warranty. I'll fix it, whatever. Essentially, it wasn't anything wrong with it, but he did something. So it works. So go on. As you guys know, I'm in North Carolina. So over the last couple weeks, it's been 9,000 degrees for an extended period of time. And on Sunday, this past Sunday, it happened again. AC, the fan, we had air going on, everything. I'm like, there's fans and air movement, but there's no cold air. And I'm like, come on, man, what the hell? It's like, it's going to cost me like $8,000 or $10,000 to go buy another AC unit. And I just don't want to deal with that right now, but whatever. So I called them up. I filed a claim. I was like, listen, this thing's doing this thing again on Sunday. Today, they actually showed up today, which was fast. Like, I did not expect that. I didn't expect them to show up that quickly. And the AC it's been like in the 70s, 80s here this week. So it hasn't been as hot, thankfully. Okay. This is good. Okay. So the AC started working again after I turned it off, let it cool for a day or so, turned it back on, cool air. It's been nice, 70 degrees in the house. Been beautiful, right? Now, granted, it hadn't been 900 degrees outside. So repair guy comes in. Repair guy comes today, says, look, there's nothing wrong with your AC unit. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Airflow's good, filter's good, blah, 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 power's good. There's nothing wrong with it. He goes, however, there is a box on the side of it that's connected to your AC unit outside from Duke Energy. And Duke Energy will, from time to time, if people have signed up for it, they will manage your AC unit. And if they see that your power usage is going way up high and your bill's going to be high, they'll just cut it off. from wherever the hell they're at near Skynet, right? They'll just cut it off. And I'm like, that's kind of, I never heard of such a thing. That's kind of crazy. He goes, but don't worry about it. I disconnected it. I rewired it. They can't do that anymore. That's not a thing. And I'm sitting here going, this is crazy. I never heard of this. So I was like, thank you, fella. And I called Duke Energy. And I said, and I got somebody in, Pakistan or India or wherever, I don't know who the hell, they weren't in the Carolinas. I'm just going to say that. Anyways, got somebody on the phone. And I said, is this the case? I was like, this guy's telling me this is a thing. Is this a thing? I've never heard of this before. And they go, yeah, that's a thing. And we do that to manage it so your bill doesn't. So for energy conservation and for bill management, and so your bill doesn't go crazy. I said, I don't give a shit what the bill is. I don't want it 85 degrees in my damn house. I'll pay the bill. It's okay. We got that. So I wasn't sure if he was like the repair guy was like, if he knew what he was talking about, because sometimes you get like guys and they don't know what the hell they're talking about, just make shit up. So I wanted to verify it. So I called Duke, verified it. It's not a problem anymore because he disconnected it. Dude, I was pissed. I was pissed. I was not happy. And anyways, it's disconnected now, and it's a nice 70 degrees in our house, which is nice. And like if it hits like 72 at night, I'm not sleeping. Like it ain't happening. Okay. I literally, I could be in bed and tell you if it's off a degree, which is kind of crazy, but it is a thing. So there's no dad joke in there. That's just a homeowner Duke Energy bullshit thing that, man, I was not, happy. Like there was nothing going on. I know, like, we don't owe you any money. Just pay. It's just like fixed. Quit turning off my damn power. So I can appreciate all of you who live in California under that nonsense idiot over there who they want everything to be electric, but they don't have enough power to supply everybody. So everybody's gonna be stuck at home because they're all electric cars. So you guys are screwed, man. Long live oil. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh man, I'm telling you, that was some bullshit. Now, the people who lived here before us, they might have used that, clearly signed up for that and whatever and all that and whatever. I don't, whatever. And anyways, I did verify we're not paying for that. It's not an extra service charge. We're not paying for that, so we don't have to have it. But the previous owner had it and blah 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 blah, and we didn't. I never heard of such a thing. Anyways, so there's my story to kick off this why live stream. Exactly why, 100%. Why so serious? More B stories. No B stories. No B stories. Chipmunks. Nope. Nobody chewed it up. Yeah. It's crazy, man. I cannot live without air conditioning. I mean, I can, but if I'm paying for it, I kind of feel like, my electric company does the same shit. That's bullshit. That's a thing in Texas as well. It's BS. Yeah. No. Why are Duke basketball players doing this? Oh, nah. I don't think it's the basketball players. I'm glad I opted out of that. I don't have that box on my stuff. Yeah. Now, it would have been one thing if I had known it was a thing. We didn't know. I didn't know it was a thing. It's no longer a thing in this house, but it's Argentina. I'm in Argentina. What's up, man? It's winter here. I hate heat weather. I don't envy you one bit. Yeah. Right on, man. Here in Texas at 110 every day. Now, it would probably, yeah. I've been to Texas, and I can appreciate that. I've spent a little bit of time there, but I'm not going back. Like this time someone touched the thermostat in Peter Griffin's house. Newsom sucks. I'm not trying to go too far down that road, but yes, the answer is yes. Yes. You may have an interruptible rate. I don't think so. I know what you're talking about. But I don't think that's the case here. I might get Duke to manage the power to my granddad's heart rate monitor. Oh, ouch. Long live fossil fuels. Got to have them, right? Jetta wouldn't survive in Florida during the summer month. You're correct. You are absolutely correct about that. Crack open a Monster and you'll be fine. Now I have a Sundrop. Sponsored by Sundrop. I don't know if you have Sundrop. Well, I should send you some of these so you at least know what the hell you're missing out on, man. Monster gives you that chemical aftertaste, which is why I like C4 Energy, because it doesn't have that. And there's no calories, no sodium, no sugars. It's just, yeah, this is good stuff right here. No taurine. I don't think, no, there's no taurine in that. Anyways, why no Hot Toys General Grievous yet? Oh, who the hell knows, man. I'm from New York, not a fan of the heat. Yep. Justin Jacobs, I'm with you, man. I'm in Charlotte. It's got to be 70 or lower. Yeah. You're not far from me, my friend. I'm south of you. Tell a Tucker story. I don't really have a Tucker. I got it. Other than Tucker keeping us up at night with stomach problems, you don't want. That's not a Tucker story you want. Will Pop Collectibles ship to Iceland? I can't take the heat anymore. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Are we going to see? Hold on. I haven't actually tasted Sundrop. Would love a signed Jetta. All right, Michael. Send me your address, buddy. I'll send you a Sundrop. I'll probably Amazon it to you. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Are we going to see InArt Batman this year? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I hope so. I'm in the last 6CL News video, I talked about the Pattinson Batman. It's supposed to come out in the next quarter or so from actually in the next month from Hot Toys, but we all know how that goes. Who the hell knows what they're going to do? I don't know. Here's a guy with the answer. This guy actually has the answers. Please give us your inside knowledge.
I hope it comes this year.
I hope. What kind of hell of an answer? That's not an answer.
I have
inside knowledge.
I have the inside. I have the InArt Batman on pre-order. I opted for that one instead of the Hot Toys one, so I hope it comes out.
I don't know, man. They both look good. They both look good.
Yeah, they do. It's not like I don't like the Hot Toys one. It's just that I don't need both, and
yeah.
They want a little bit more trust in me after the Joker.
Yep.
So I'm willing to give them another shot, and so I went with their Batman. But
that's fair.
I mean, if I don't like it for whatever reason, maybe I sell it off and then pick up the Hot Toys one. But it's not one that I need two of. So
yeah, agreed. Yeah, you definitely don't. Did you get the sculpted hair one? Because you're not going to use the.
Yeah, I have no interest in one, dealing with rooted hair, and B, I don't like I don't want Pattinson head sculpt. I want Batman. I wasn't a huge fan of his Bruce Wayne in the movie, but even if I was, I'm not buying.
He was emo Wayne.
That's but even if it was great, like I'm not buying a Bruce Wayne 6-scale. I'm buying Batman.
Right.
So I was never going to use it. So it wasn't even a factor for me.
That's fair. I said one of the videos or live stream or something, like when InArt starts dropping their Game of Thrones stuff, like I'm screwed. Like I'm done. Because there has never, and I'm talking about 3-0 now, there has never been a amazing Game of Thrones 6-scale figure. Daenerys that 3-0 is.
You think 3-0 is, I mean, you think InArt's going to do a whole line?
No, I don't think they're going to do a whole line. But if they do, well, it depends on which which season they do of Daenerys, but they do a Daenerys and Jon Snow. If they, I mean, I'm good with those two. But
I've yet to see a good likeness on a Daenerys figure or statue. To be perfectly honest, there have been a bunch of statues too, and I don't think.
Oh yeah,
any
Prime
company
One had
nailed
that
it.
giant one with Drogon and the throne.
Yeah.
The throne. Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
No, I have not seen a good sculpt of her yet.
Oh, he called you out, man.
I mean, I can't argue. Nothing he said there.
Good comments today.
False.
That was one of them. That was a good one. I like this one. I think I said, did I send this to you? So I made a post in the Facebook group earlier today, and I took a screenshot of a comment that a viewer left. I thought it was a funny comment. I didn't take it serious whatsoever. Like I didn't.
The Lord of the Rings and I
was just being sarcastic, and I love those. I love the sarcastic comments. I had no problem with that whatsoever. But man, you guys in the Facebook group, somebody like peed in
people
your Cheerios or something, man. I don't know.
Man, I don't understand. Like, I know sometimes when like via text or something like that, it can be hard to like sense tone. But I feel like people have gotten worse with being able to sense like when something is just like in jest. It's just a fun like poke kind of thing.
Exactly.
And some people get heated about the fact that Lord of the Rings is like Ambien for me. I just it'll knock me out. I'm just go right to sleep. It's wonderful. People get all up in arms about that.
It was great.
Like there was one comment that was like something like less opinions, more something else, and I'm like,
yeah.
So you want less opinions from somebody who does reviews,
right?
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
That's because here my reviews are science.
Yeah.
Fact. Oh man, anyways, I've had fun. So if you guys leave me a sarcastic BS comment, I enjoy them, and from time to time, if I get a kick out of them, I'll share them in the Facebook group. Just know that the Facebook group
will then take everything seriously.
They can't discern sarcasm. No. I don't know.
You would think after this many years, too, people in the Facebook group would recognize that 9 out of 10 things that you post in there are intentional, just bullshit, just like a joke. Like,
yes,
I don't understand how this is just going right over people's heads.
Maybe other creators, and I don't know, maybe other creators aren't as vocal as I am in that respect or something, or maybe they keep it more professional. I don't freaking know. But I'm just me.
Professional. It's toys. What are we like?
Oh my! I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. It's okay. It's. I don't know. Anyways, I thought this comment was funny though. I'm gonna put this up here because I'm gonna do it now. So whatever. You just gonna have to deal with it.
It was the one from that video?
Oh yeah. This guy. This says and I took this as a sarcastic comment as well. I didn't take this as serious. If you're under 40, sorry, you can't be taken seriously as a Star Wars fan. Not your fault. But if you did not see Star Wars, not that New Hope crap, I'm not sure what that means, or any of the originals between 77 and 83, you are all Padawans compared to me and other masters. That's a weird contradictory statement there, but I took this as sarcasm. Our memories are glorious. Plus, I still have the original Kenner figures unopened as I doubled up and became a loaded hoarder. And I simply said I'm not under 40, but
I think it's supposed to be sarcasm, but yeah, I don't think the wording was done that like that.
I appreciate the effort.
So because there are moments in that where you're like, oh, is he like serious? So I think it's.
Yeah. But this comment won the day. You shouldn't be over 40 taking pics like your profile pic. Look like Tony Stark's less successful cousin. I'll be honest with you. That was funny. That was
pretty good.
So, anyways, I took it as sarcasm. Like, I don't take that stuff seriously. I don't care.
No,
I don't care.
But it is shocking how much some people like will take stuff seriously, and you're just like, wow.
It's crazy, man. Yeah. So, anyways, I was having fun. People who follow the group should know Jetta has been known to make an entire 6-scale release video just lie the whole way through about what's coming out. That's a fact. That's
the funny thing is though that like I'll see it, Facebook is just this weird entity because you'll be on there and you'll see like a really weird post. Like I saw somebody on there who was like asking about, I think like it might have been the Batman one, but it was like a hot toy, and he's like, asking like, did anybody know what's going on with this? I mean, I pre-ordered this like a year ago and it still hasn't come. And I'm like, okay, maybe this person like is new to it, and that was like the first thing that they did, and like they've only been even in the Facebook group for like a month or two, and they're curious. And then I look at it and it's like they've been like a Facebook, like a group member since like 2019. And I'm like, how are these questions still? I don't get it. Like at some point through osmosis, you just got to kind of absorb some of this information and understand that, the stuff that you see from, or like when people get all up in arms about like something, and they go hard in the paint on you on something. And then you look and it's like, they've been in the group for 3 weeks. I'm like, ooh, that's aggressive. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Facebook, man.
It's fun. I have a good time with it. Anyways, I want to give a huge shout out to Donna specifically. How you doing, Donna? I know you're watching. And I just want to say thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
We know she is.
We know you're watching.
And some colleagues.
Well, definitely that. There's
some colleagues.
Donna. So I just want to give a shout out to Donna. How you doing? How your mom and them. That's what I'm gonna say. So I want to get into
thank her for the views. Thank her for the views.
That's right. So since we're talking about 6-scale news, the Praetorian Guards, the Mando Praetorian Guards that were just announced yesterday, they're actually releasing tomorrow. They're shipping tomorrow. I'm just throwing that out there.
Heard that first.
Heard it first here. Shipping tomorrow. So if you didn't get your order in, you're out of luck. That's what I think.
So you getting 3?
I don't know, man. Here's where I'm at with that. I'm looking into the collection here, and it's a glorious collection of Star Wars goodness, and obviously my Iron Man and Spider Peoples. And I'm like, you know what I really, really enjoy about Troopers is clones, and I got a lot of them. Right? If I got a couple, I have the BARC Speeder and Sidecar here on my desk right now. It's taking up a lot of real estate, and I'm looking at like the AT-RT that's going to be coming out soon with that trooper.
I feel like clones just have it's kind of funny, but clones have more personality too. Like they I feel like they have more shelf presence. Like me personally, like and to each his own. Everybody who loves the Praetorian Guards and are getting a bunch, more power to you. I'm getting 0.
I mean, I'll have to get one for review. And I don't get me wrong, I like it. I like it, and I'll probably get a couple of them just because.
Well, but I mean,
I'm not like
you could do that. Get some to then decide, hey, I really like it. I'm going to keep it, or these are cool, but I don't need them, and then do a review and then do them as a Patreon giveaway or something, right? So there's a reason for you. For me, there's none. Like we're not comparing like movies or anything, but I have one of the for now I'll be getting rid of it, but I have one of the Sith troopers from Rise of Skywalker. Okay. Yeah. It's cool. Like it's as a figure, but like when I put it next to any other clone trooper or stormtrooper, it's not as cool. It doesn't have that feel. And that like very shiny red plastic, and then the Praetorian Guards, it's a slightly different helmet, but it's that same paint, that same color scheme with then some fabric. Yeah, they've got it like a cool weapon, but like those things never really look that cool. Like they'll look cool in the shots, the production photos, because they're photoshopped, so they look like they're lit up and stuff.
Right.
But in your so that, and the fact that I'm passing on the Mando armored Moff Gideon, because I have the original Moff Gideon, and I see
no reason to have both.
And if you don't have one and you want to pick up that armored, or you do have one and you still want to pick up the armored one, that's fine. It's just I don't need it, and so if I'm not getting that, then getting Praetorian, it's like it doesn't
You'd rather buy another Daredevil comic.
Damn right. Absolutely.
I
But
totally understand. And I'm looking at it because there's some. I'll be honest with you guys. There's something on eBay right now that's got like it's got a hook in my mouth going. Oh, like it's tough. I saw it today, and I was like, shit. But it's pricey. And I'm like, I could get 3 Praetorian guards, or I could get this, what some would consider. I honestly, it might even be a Grail kind of figure thing. And I'm like, damn. I'm tempted. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think there are any out there right now
There-
that would like for me that I don't have that I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
I think I've got my collection to the point where there are no other Grails that are already out that I have to try and track down.
I just sent you a message. I'm not going to tell anybody what it is because I don't want someone else to go get it. I'll send you a message, and you guys can guess in the chat.
That's stupid money for.
It agreed, but you can't. I'm just saying. Look at the.
But you can get that.
And you can get it.
You have to wait, but you can get that for considerably less.
I know, but
you don't think it's going to be as good? You think that one's going to be better?
Yeah, I do. I think this one.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And honestly, it's about the same money. It really is about the same money.
I did they put the other one up for pre-order yet? They did, right?
Yeah. And I've ordered 2.
So why would you do that one too? You don't. First of all, you don't need 3.
I don't need 3, and I can always. I mean,
the thing is, that one is stupid money right now, but the resale value on that is probably going to tank once the other one comes out.
I don't know, man.
So if you buy that,
I don't think so.
Maybe. Well, it depends on how good.
I don't see it, man.
It depends on how good the new one is.
We're speaking in code for the chat, but
I mean, I feel like most people could probably figure it out if they pay attention. But
I got to offer. So the person on there,
not Artisan Anakin, no.
You see the offer on the top of it, right?
I did, yeah.
So I was like, man, the part about it I don't like is number one, the shipping is ridiculous.
Well,
it's I understand. I just ship.
If the new one comes out and blows it out of the water, it would still make a pretty good Patreon giveaway.
We're gonna need some more patrons, please.
Yeah, for that.
But I don't know, man. It's just what I don't know.
We'll see. Seamus, you should absolutely be reading Daredevil.
I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. But I was like,
I've never actually seen that one in person. I've never actually.
Me neither.
Physically been in the same space as it.
Me neither.
And you're still that convinced?
Yes.
That it. Okay. Wow.
Yes, I am. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway,
I think this year will be the lowest number of Hot Toys that I have ever acquired in a year since I started collecting.
That's fair. You're at that stage where you're content and you're just adding.
I mean, I'm actually probably gonna be selling like 15 or 20. That being said, it's funny. I was just talking to my wife.
It's not fun, by the way.
No. It's just I was just talking to my wife about this though. Like I said, this will be the fewest in a calendar year that I've gotten since I started. But I actually have gotten a handful of things in the last like month or two, like that Stealth Iron Man, Cad Bane, and then I know you skipped this one, but I love this Black Panther.
Yeah,
it way good. Better than the original release. This one is just the proportions. I love the suit, everything about it. Then the other thing that I actually got in the same day, so I got them from my guy Ray. So, I've had the figure on this I've had for a while now. I just threw them on there but this is the X06 captain's
Oh, yeah.
chair.
Yeah.
But this chair it's insane. I don't have my power bank in here right now, so I can't, but it lights up on the bottom, but then the keypads like on the arms light up too and look
that's
great.
Cool. Is it plug in or is it just batteries?
It's USB-C.
Oh,
but
even better.
It's weird though because I have a power bank here that only has USB-Cs. It doesn't work when I use a USB-C to C. I have to use an A to C.
Wow.
I don't
know
why. It doesn't
like that power. So it's the amps. It needs a certain amp.
It's weird, but so I can't do that. But this is the thing that I really like about it. One, this is not hard plastic. This is all cushioned fabric.
Wow.
It's super like
nice.
I would sit on that. But here's the thing. You get two like cushions for the seat. So if you've got a figure sitting on the seat, you get this one that it's actually like you can't really see it that well on camera, but they're like indents. There are curves right there for the legs on the side, and then it even bends down a little bit for the butt.
Nice.
So this figure doesn't rock in it. It like sits in perfectly. Genius. If you are displaying it without a figure sitting in it, you get this one and you swap it out, and this is a flat one. So there's no like indent for where it would be sitting. But also, again, there's a little magnet and it just pops right on there. But foam, like.
And I guarantee you that didn't cost as much as the damn Hot Toys throne from that. And it's hard plastic crap.
So from my guy Ray at Underground, I think this was $190.
Yeah, it's worth every penny of that.
It's got the light up. It's either 5 or 6 audio effects, which aren't like super loud, but they're kind of cool anyway. But it's like the audio on like an R2D2. It's like you don't need it because you're not going to be. It's not like you're going to have it on a loop playing because you have to actually hold it and stuff. But it's cool to have. But the fact that the light up lights under there and on there, and you get the 2 cushions, so the figure actually sits in it really, really well. And the base is hard plastic, and then the backing right there is hard plastic, but then all of this is cushioned.
Nice.
It's really cool. So
X06 has done some good things. They've done some not so good things, but what company hasn't? I mean,
absolutely. And considering how young they are too, I mean, like I have not liked any of the figures in their Voyager line. I thought the Voyager line looked really bad.
The Deep Space Nine one didn't look good to me, honestly.
Oh, well, I have the Cisco, and in person he looks great. I'm very happy.
What was the other one? Not the Cisco. The other one they did from that line.
They haven't done anything else from DS9 yet. They have Quark is coming, and that looks great. But alien faces, I feel like, tend to look really, really good. Yeah. It's capturing with prosthetics and stuff, capturing just straight human faces. That's a lot. I
wouldn't want a Quark in my collection. He would just steal all my shit.
He looks really cool though.
And sell it.
I've got Quark on pre-order. I'll tell you the Q they did from the Next Generation, phenomenal. That head sculpt is amazing. The Sulu and the Spock they did from the original series Mirrorverse episode, those are phenomenal. Yep. They look amazing. We've got Kira from DS9 and another Data from I think this 3rd season of the TV show. Those should be out by the end of this year. So they're like.
So they're doing Data that's not the one from First Contact, because I reviewed that one way back when. That was a good figure.
No, this one is from the actual, because that was from the movie. This one's from the TV series.
That would be more my speed. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Next Generation 400 times, and whatever. But
they're doing a lot, and they've got like the Wrath of Khan ones that are coming up that look really good. So it's like some of them they're nailing, and then I feel like the Voyager ones they weren't great, but like again, not everything is going to be a home run, and I just don't get the ones that I don't think are that great.
That Janeway they did reminded me of the Ant-Man, the Paul Rudd Ant-Man with the grinning face. It was like that bad. It was like
Janeway, I think in my opinion, some people really dig it. Janeway, I think, was the worst head sculpt that they've done.
Yeah.
But
And that's okay.
The ones that they have nailed, like the Sulu and the Spock from the original series, those sculpts are absolutely on par with Hot Toys, 100%.
Nice.
The Janeway and like the Seven of Nine, those look more like a third party.
Gotcha.
But I mean, Hot Toys has put out some sculpts that weren't that good,
Of course.
recently.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
No doubt.
but yeah, I'm very happy with what they've been putting out. And like I said, if I see they do something that I don't like or I don't feel like they nailed, then I just save my money and I don't buy it. Like, it's not the end of the
Wait
world.
a minute, you're allowed to do that? What?
You know what? It's a new thing I'm trying. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see see how it works.
I don't think that's right.
We're gonna see if it catches on. I don't know. I don't have high hopes, but
I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure you have to buy. I'm looking and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have to buy everything. I have,
but their Exo-6's prices are also really good too.
Yeah. They're like third party figure prices.
Their most expensive one is actually from like one of the least popular Star Trek movies.
Yeah.
But it's from The Search for Spock, and it's Christopher Lloyd's Klingon character. I think it was Krug or Kruge. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, he had bad makeup in that movie anyway, so it was.
Well, but the thing is, it's like one, you have the Christopher Lloyd likeness,
right?
And that's actually the tailoring, and then the sculpt is actually very involved. But he's the first like Klingon that looks like a modern Klingon that we know, because on the original series, it was just some guys with like pointy ears and blackface. Yeah. Like they didn't have like the skull kind of,
yeah.
So that
they have. So you think they're going to tackle a Worf?
Oh yeah, they are. They're going to do a Worf from Next Generation, and they're doing Worf from season 3 of Picard.
Well, okay. Well,
they're doing like
I couldn't get into the Picard thing, but Next Generation, the Picard thing.
Did you watch the 3rd season?
I watched the. All right, hold on. Let me get back. So I saw the 1st season, 2nd season.
You didn't watch the 3rd season with all the Next Generation cast.
Where he went? Wait, hold on. The last one I saw. Well, no, he went to try. Oh shit! I'm getting my seasons mixed up now.
If it didn't have Riker and Geordi and Beverly Crusher and all those characters, you didn't watch the 3rd season.
No, they weren't.
I can appreciate the 1st and 2nd seasons for what they were trying to do, and there were parts of it that I enjoyed, but it didn't feel like a continuation of Star Trek, The Next Generation.
Exactly. It was a different thing.
Season 3 is really of Picard is season 8 of The Next Generation.
All right. Well,
and
I'm willing to give that a chance.
A masterpiece. It is absolutely it's like the best Star Trek that they've done since the 90s. It's absolutely phenomenal. And they're doing that whole line. They're making like everybody from that season 3.
See, I wouldn't want I just want the Next Generation line, because I wouldn't want the
they're doing that too. You're getting Riker, Geordi, you're getting like and the thing is, this is one thing that I like about Exo-6. They do custom bodies for all of the female characters rather than all the male characters too, but like each female character gets its own custom body. It's not like we're using the same body for these two characters that have very different physical statures and body types in the show, and we're just going to throw different clothes on them. And it's, they do custom ones for that. But even like they even show stuff about how like the height of Picard versus the height of Riker versus the height of Data, and how it's not just like, oh, your standard kind of 6 foot male body.
Where Robert Downey Jr. is the same height as Chris Evans.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, no. Picard is the right height that he's supposed to be next to Riker, next to Q. Q is massive because John Delancey is like 6'6" or something.
Yeah, he's a big dude. And plus, of course, then he had that hat thing and the hair and
he's in the whole. It's from the premiere and then the finale. The whole judge's costume with like the red robes and like the hat.
Yeah,
like the gold
so he was extra tall because he had that. Yeah.
It's a great figure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I have I guess I'll have some time to check that out. I want to ask the chat. Well, let me ask you: have you seen all 3 episodes of Ahsoka?
I did.
Okay, so if I ask the chat for those that are here, if I put up a spoiler warning in there, can we talk about Ahsoka? Can we do that, chat? You guys let me know. I know you guys are like 20 seconds behind me, but maybe we talk about it for a minute because I haven't talked about it. I mean, I've just been watching it and enjoying it, and it's
I will say, until we have a consensus, non-spoiler, I was not as impressed as I was hoping to be with the first 2 episodes, and I was much more pleased with the 3rd episode. It's not perfect, but I think the 3rd episode did a lot of the things that I felt like they didn't successfully do in the first 2. And I was getting some flack for it. There were some people that were giving me shit and saying, oh, you're just going to, not be happy, no matter what. People can't please. It's like, no. Like, yeah, there are some Star Wars fans who are just love to hate Star Wars more than anything and are not going to be happy with it.
True.
I go into every single show with optimism. I'm rooting for these to be awesome. I'm never going in and saying, I hope this sucks. Like, I have been nothing but excited for Ahsoka, and I love Rosario Dawson. I think the casting on this show has been spot on. I love that. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Dave Filoni, but I had some criticisms. I didn't hate the first 2 episodes. I was just kind of, I was expecting more.
They eased into it.
They did, and
it wasn't like Mando. If you go back like Mando season 1, it was like boom, like we're in the cantina thing, and he's like, there's action right off the bat, and it wasn't like that.
I will say, so the first 2 episodes were, I thought the pacing was off. I thought it was too slow, but I was expecting it to be a little bit slower because I figured, all right, they're gonna try and fill people in who aren't that familiar with Ahsoka and the Rebels backstories. So we're gonna get some of that just kind of set up, and like, here's a refresher for people who haven't watched it in a while or never did.
Yeah.
And so I was expecting that, and I can understand that, but I felt like, well, it was a lot of tell, not show, when it came to Sabine and Ahsoka's relationship.
Correct.
Right. And I felt like it was like, okay, we've got like, whether they're full on Sith or just dark force wielders or whatever you want to call them, right? Yep. You've got them, but like, I feel like, yeah, they want to build Thrawn up, but I feel like, what I was worried about was they were going to Mando season 1 Thrawn, whereas like we didn't get Gideon until the final episode.
Right.
I don't want that, because I think a better way to build Thrawn up is to let him be a menace. Let him beat Ahsoka and the rest of the cast. Let them be put on their back feet. Let them be put on their heels.
And we won't see him until season 2.
And that's it. Well, but also then with the strikes and stuff, it's like, when would a season 2 come? And then you've got to wait another 2 years after that before a movie. So like, we're not going to see live action like films until like 2027 probably. Yeah. It's gonna, but yeah. So I think the pacing was a lot better in the 3rd episode. Without giving any spoilers, I will say that there was a really good scene with Hera that admittedly was short, but it really sold you on how much of a threat Thrawn should be considered, and Agreed. On how devoted and loyal she is to the other cast from Rebels, Ahsoka and everybody, and what kind of character Hera is. I felt like there was a good scene that gave us that. And then the 3rd episode, through their interactions, really showed rather than told what the dynamic was between Ahsoka and Sabine. Yeah. I felt like those are the things that they didn't successfully do, at least for me, from my opinion, in the first 2 episodes. And I talked to a bunch of people who both had seen Rebels and all that stuff before and had seen none of it. And even like, and the people who had seen none of it, they're like, okay, well, I get in a sense like what the relationship is, but I don't really know why I should care about the characters yet.
Yeah.
And
Well,
to me,
yeah.
you got to get that early if you're gonna.
You gotta do that. And I'd recommend just go to Wikipedia and look up the history of Sabine. I mean,
Or there are like 5 or 10 minute long videos on YouTube that will give you everything you need, like the
Yep.
the boilerplate of what you need to know.
Yeah.
But I
that's
had
why I
that
made
before.
that. I made that freaking poll in the comment in the Facebook group and triggered the internet. And that's okay because honestly,
Yeah.
it was not a shocker, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was saying, like, my point on that, and I got some pushback on it, which is fine, is that you knew what I said was if you didn't know who Sabine was, you weren't a good Star Wars fan, and I was being it was a hyperbole.
Hyperbolic, yeah.
You know, that's what it is. But my point was that if you really wanted to know, if you were looking forward to Ahsoka, which it appears not many people were, honestly, if you were looking forward to Ahsoka, then you're trying to figure out information about the show and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you would look up who the hell I mean, like you said, a 5-minute YouTube video on Sabine would tell you, hey, Darksaber, I mean, that, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? Her family, kind of a big deal.
A super casual fan, like my old man will watch it, but he didn't watch, the Clone Wars or Rebels and stuff, so he's not going to necessarily have all that backstory, but he can still enjoy it. My wife
you don't need it.
watched the animated shows. She was even asking me just kind of refresher questions and stuff like that. Yeah. Most of the people that are in the chat right now that are going to be watching this video, that are in the Facebook groups, you most likely care enough that even if you didn't watch the animated stuff, knowing there's a live action show coming for the last 2 years, had ample time to at least inform yourself.
And would not even know who Thrawn is. Like,
yeah.
And I don't watch the animated shows, but I read.
But that was the pushback that I got from people. It's like, well, you should know by now what Thrawn is, so we don't need to have him in the show all the time and stuff. And I'm like, no, just because, if anything, I want him more because I know how amazing that character is, and I know that rather than have them chasing a phantom the whole time, and then we finally see him at the very end, I want him in the show menacing them. I want
kicking their ass.
Exactly, right?
Out thinking, like, he's the chess player, man. He's out. He's outplayed everybody.
It's like having Heath Ledger only show up for the last 20 minutes of The Dark Knight. What, nobody wants that. Why would you want that, right? Like, that's crazy. Want that villain to be villainous, to be there, and to really earn your hate. It's why do we love Darth Vader? Darth Vader is literally in the first scene of Star Wars, right? Like, it sets the tone. That's that villain is everything, and I want him to be there. And but people were it's too slow, or it's not doing enough of this and that.
I saw the freaking space whales, the Purgle. That was amazing.
Yeah. I told people, I was like, look, if you're butthurt because I'm making valid, criticisms of the story, and I'm not saying I hate the show. I don't hate the show.
I don't. There are some points I don't like about it. There are some.
Yeah, there are definitely a couple of things that they did in all of the episodes that I'm not a fan of. But
I'm not particularly over the moon with how Rosario Dawson is playing Ahsoka. Like, I think she's doing a fine job. However, there's some Ahsoka mannerisms that are not there. Like, there's no smart assery going on.
Yeah, I think there needs to be.
There's just some.
I think there needs to be more of that. I'm hoping that's more. She's just trying to be more of the stoic instructor early on, and then she's going to warm up with her and Sabine. But I do agree. I was like, there needs to be more of that fun personality side of Ahsoka.
There needs to be more flippy flips.
Yeah.
CGI or not. Okay. See, I'm fine with that. But
come up with like a nickname for Sabine, like Sky Guy,
there's got to be something in there.
I agree with that.
Fun factor.
I agree with that.
There's no fun factor. And now I agree. Now, the last episode, without spoiling anything, what she did on the ship when she did the thing with the saber, that was pretty cool.
But totally stupid.
It looks stupid.
No, like the visually and stuff. It like
No,
all right,
like
for 20
yeah, I don't know,
seconds.
man.
For 20 seconds, anybody who hasn't watched the third episode, mute just for 20 seconds. Okay, I'll wave when you can.
I got a
when you
warning
stop,
on there.
All
I
right,
mean, you know,
I know, but still, some people haven't.
yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. When she goes out to distract them, which that was her goal, and she did it
Correct.
successfully. When you've got 3 villains in spacecraft that are all firing at their disabled ship that is not moving, and she goes out onto the wing, instead of now trying to hit a target that's this big, just keep firing at the ship and blow the ship up, and she'll die. She'll be blown off the fucking wing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why are you
And then
shooting
she-
at
and then she-
her? And look, lightsabers.
Uh,
They're a little wonky with like the power of lightsabers because
oh yeah.
Sabine gets stabbed in the first episode, but you know she's okay, and meanwhile Qui-Gon's ghost is like, "What the hell?" Right? but then she, like Rosario
takes
Dawson,
down
she's
Cruiser.
out on the wing and she's deflecting not like stormtrooper blasters,
Right.
but like TIE fighter or like whatever they're flying, like
Yeah.
major blasters. It's like. What
I thought
exactly
that
is
too.
the power
I
scale
was
of
like-
these? Can we just balance it a little bit? Like the Force, we want to balance the.
The lightsabers are whatever is needed. It's like Stan Lee said. Like if you had Hulk fight Wolverine, who would win? Whoever's
Whoever's writing it and whatever
Right?
they decide.
So
I
the
get
lightsabers
that.
are force
But it
speed.
was-
Like, did she have force speed in that episode where she's bouncing back and forth for Sabine in the training thing? Like that was it. I was
I
like, okay.
guess, yeah.
Woo.
But the just the 3 ships attacking the one that literally is disabled and floating and is
Yeah,
just
shoot
a target just sitting right there.
And then she
instead,
like does
you're
this.
shooting
does
at the
this
one
flip.
little thing. Yeah.
She does a little flip in space, and I'm like,
So that was all right.
all
All
right.
right.
So
Okay.
But
you can come
what I'm
back
saying
now.
is, I've enjoyed the show. Like I haven't walked away from the show disappointed. I have not.
Oh
done
no, no.
that. I have not. But you know, we're Star Wars. We critique things. That's what we do. I did not like her little flight suit thing she had. I didn't like that. I was whatever. I hope Hot Toys will probably like make that an exclusive or some shit. But
Yeah, probably.
you know what I mean.
It'll be a
here's
DX.
Here's
It'll be a DX figure.
pajama Ahsoka or whatever.
Yeah,
but-
I didn't like the costume design.
Yeah, I didn't
but
like the design.
it was for 3 minutes, so I was like,
But I would love a Hu Yang. That would be amazing. He's been the highlight of the show for me.
he
honestly.
has, and I mean,
He's been
I
highlighted.
love it's David Tennant doing
Yeah.
it. For those of you, I mean, Doctor Who, he was the Purple
We
Man.
got some General Grievous moments.
Kilgrave on Jessica Jones. Yeah, those like it was it.
It was good.
There's a lot to like about this show. Like the
Yeah.
action scenes when they've happened have been really well done. The CG, I think for the most part has looked very good.
Yeah.
It's not like, recent.
I think they're
like,
filming this in the Forum, aren't they? Are they doing that?
I think it's still in the volume. The
Volume, sorry,
yeah.
volume. Yeah, that. Yes.
Yeah,
volume,
and it looks really good though. It's not like the Flash or Ant-Man or She-Hulk. Like the CG is on
Yeah,
point here. Like it,
the Flash film with the microwave babies.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
it looks really good. I love the soundtrack, the sound design, the cinematography. Like I said, it was just the pacing and some story choices I wasn't in love with. But I don't hate the show. I'm still very
No.
excited for the next episode. And that, I'm not thrilled with, and this is just a Disney Plus thing,
Yeah.
with arbitrarily short run times for episodes.
Yeah, that last one was short.
There's just no need for it.
Yep.
I think the next episode actually ticks back up. So to like 46 or 47 minutes. So that's good. Minus like 6 minutes of credits, but
I want more of Shin Hati. I want more of her. The blonde Sith. I want more of that one.
yeah. So I love Ray Stevenson, wish he was still alive and could carry on. I hope whatever they did with him in this season, there's some closure to his character. I don't know if they, if he was ever meant to go beyond this. I like both of those characters. So this isn't like a super big thing for me. It's more just of a small nitpick. Well, I just want a little bit more outside of the normal formula, just a little bit that's not as familiar. It's like there's always a master and apprentice in every.
Right.
There's always a master and apprentice.
Mhm.
Let's just have one time where the master's like, I'm not going to train somebody else who's going to stab me in the back one day. No, just be a master. Or let's have the apprentice that somehow snuck in and killed the master before they were really ready to be on their own, and so they're messing up. Maybe even kind of like Kylo Ren, where he's not fully in control of it. Something like that, or just something so it's not your standard, master and apprentice, master every single time, So I would have preferred if there was some deviation from that. The only other thing, and this one was pretty ridiculous. Get out of here, bug. This was pretty ridiculous. In the beginning of the episode, she, is going to find a star map that is going to take her to where Thrawn and Ezra are. Where have we seen that? Oh, you mean the star map in The Force Awakens to find Luke Skywalker? Yeah. Oh, wait, you mean essentially the star map to find Exegol in Rise of Skywalker?
It'll be in Sith that the droid can't speak and the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like stop with the damn star map leading to wherever you need. Like, come up with another plot device to get you from point A to point B. Whether it takes one episode or 8, I don't care. Just do something different.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a little lazy writing on that part too. I agree.
Yeah,
but like you said, visually beautiful soundtrack.
Yeah,
sound design, everything's great. I'm looking forward to where we're going. There was one line in the last episode that I got like Hera just burned the hell out of that governing official, whatever the hell his name was.
The senator, yeah.
The senator, yeah. She just burned the hell out of him, like
It's like, were you in the war, or like did you? Yeah.
Yeah, he just waited to see which side won and that kind of shit. She burned the hell out of it. I was like, I was on the couch. I was like, damn.
Here's the thing.
That was good.
All the evidence that they had from the first 2 episodes, right? You had the 2 Sith killing everybody on that ship and breaking out an Imperial officer.
Mm-hmm.
Then that investigation leads them to Corellia, where there are Imperial loyalists building a hyperdrive, who then scream, long live the Empire, and run away with said hyperdrive that you put a tracker on, and so now
that Ahsoka could have totally jumped on the ship.
Why?
She was running down the thing. She could have jumped on the ship.
Why does Hera even need authorization from this Senate committee when you have the people killed everybody on the ship, broke out an Imperial, higher up, and then they were building a hyperdrive, which then they ran away with, but you have a track. Why do you need their authorization to continue doing what you know you should be doing?
Yeah, they were stalling her.
And then it was a plot device to not have them there with Sabine and Ahsoka. I get that, but come up with something better. Because why do you need that authorization? But
and she was like, I'm a general, bitch.
But then even when you're providing, even if you do need the authorization, you're providing this preponderance of evidence.
Yeah.
And they still say, no, he's probably not a threat. He's probably
from that scene. I was thinking back. I was watching that. I got the vibe from from Avengers when they're on the hovercraft and like the dudes in the back playing Space Invaders. I got like that kind of. I don't know. I got that vibe from the way they shot that. I was like, that's kind of weird because the people, the Imperial spy people, they're looking at each other, and you knew what was going to happen. So I don't know. I got that vibe from Avengers. I don't know why, but I just did. I was waiting on somebody in the background playing, Space Invaders.
I am looking forward to Hot Toys finally revealing that Sabine figure.
It won't sell because nobody knows who the hell she is.
I'm very curious to see what figures they make from the show. Like, I'm sure they'll do another Ahsoka, right? It's her show.
Oh, yeah.
So, that makes sense. And that's totally
fine.
I
want a Hera so bad, man.
That's the thing.
Actress is nailing that character so much. Oh, my
So Hera, I mean, that's Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is married to Obi-Wan, is married to Ewan McGregor. She was also Lucy McLean in Live Free or Die Hard, just FYI.
Live
But
free. Wait a minute. She was what? Who? What?
she was John
She was
McClane's
the daughter in the elevator.
Yep.
Why? How did I know that?
And the bad guy in that was Timothy Oliphant.
I
who
did
was
know
Cobb
that,
Vanth.
but I didn't recognize her from being stuck in the elevator from that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Anyways.
she's nailing it. So yeah, we got to get her. You got to obviously Sabine's already been teased. You got to get Hu Yang and Chopper.
Chopper, yes.
You have to get.
They can't not do a Chopper, man. They got to.
They absolutely have to. I mean, that's such low cost too. It's an easy droid. Like you have to do those.
Hu Yang,
I'm wondering.
Chopper, yeah.
I'm wondering it. I mean, I feel like Zeb has to show up at some point.
You would think. I mean, he's already been in Mando.
He was in Mando, yeah. So he's got to. Why make him in Mando when you know you're doing this show, which is basically?
So you think we're gonna get like 4 or 5 episodes? Oh, let's say we're on episode 3, we're on 4 next week. Like
we have 5 left.
We got 5 left. So somewhere around. We don't got a whole lot of room here. Somewhere they got to build the team somewhere around here, or is it just going to be Ahsoka, Sabine, and Hera, and they run off? Like Chopper hasn't gotten enough screen, although he's been kind of funny. He has been Chopper, so that's good.
He's been great in
he's
live
like,
action. It's like, oh my god, that they just transported him from Rebels, and
it's been great.
It's perfect. Like,
but they got to pick up Zeb, and the question on the table is, are we going to see Ezra?
I think we will. If we see Ezra and Thrawn, I know we're going to see them both.
We got to see him in like
the actor to do the hologram. If they're not, we're not going to see him at some point in real like.
Well, we know we're going to see Thrawn. He's been on the promo things,
right? But my fear is that we're only going to see them at the very end of this.
Yeah, I'm hoping
there's either going to be a second season, or it's going to go straight from this to a movie. But I feel like there's going to be another season of this and another season of Mando before Dave Filoni's movie. But the issue becomes. Yeah, it's like if I feel like we're just going to get them at the tail end of this, because I think more of this is going to be them getting to that neighboring galaxy, because that's never been done before in Star Wars.
True.
It's always galaxy far, far away, and there are neighboring ones. They've never actually gone to one.
Right.
So I think,
and then the next one we're gonna, when they get to the next galaxy, it's going to be like Thanos and.
But that's the thing is crazy is what kind of lore are they going to open up with a new galaxy? Is everything going to be completely different? Is it going to be very similar to the galaxy they're in? Like, is it going to be like they're going to cross over and, hey, Captain Kirk, like what? I'm
run through the board.
Yeah, seriously. I'm really curious because that's like the biggest storytelling leap that I think, like, that's bigger to me than going back to like Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Because there's literally nothing written.
Yeah, the blanks.
They can do anything they want. So I'm curious what they do with that, but
man, I don't know.
But I am excited, even though I've been scaling back significantly on the Hot Toys. I am excited to at least get like Sabine and Chopper and Hu Yang.
Yeah.
Although it is very funny to me that he's a droid that instead of having like a letter and number designation or something, he's got an Asian name, but it's a Scottish actor with a British accent, like an English accent for an Asian named droid. It's like
I'm curious how many in the chat are planning to order this or have already ordered this. I want to know. So talking about Ahsoka. This Sabine helmet. Look at this thing, man. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get larger photos. I guess it doesn't want to give me larger photos, but
that reminds me, I meant to send you something, and I can.
Well, I would like a Krispy Kreme donut. Would be good.
No, you.
Anybody getting this helmet? Because I kind of want it for the collection. Although I kind of want the Rebels one had more vibrant paint and the different. She had 2 different helmets in Rebel, but this one's. I can see me getting this. I'm not a helmet collector. That's
I
fair.
think you're about to be.
Helmet looks plain compared to Bo-Katan. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't have it doesn't scream the Sabine style that we know from Rebels. So that's the only thing I don't. I like the muted colors.
All right, check out what I just sent you.
Okay, hold on. Da 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 da. I'm looking at. You gonna cost me money? Is that what's gonna happen here?
It ain't cheap, that's for sure.
No, that's not. Well, in this world, it's not terrible, but
there's a whole that's not the only one. There's like a whole website of like crazy, all different Star Wars. They have, to be honest, I'm considering getting the Shredder one that they have from the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie because it's phenomenal.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. Let me hold on.
They're
Shredder,
pretty
you
amazing.
say?
Oh yeah, the Shredder one.
Is it Super Shredder or just Shredder?
No, the original Shredder. Super Shredder was from the second film.
Yeah. All right. Star Wars. I mean, I have a lot of helmets, so why not get? I like the Star Killer helmet.
It's definitely a lot more than this one on.
That's okay though.
I'm Pulse, though.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Inquisitor helmet.
There's some good ones.
All right, I'm gonna email these people and see if they won't send me one to check out. If they're in the United States, well, it don't really matter, I guess.
That would be better than paying $400 or $500.
They're in Wyoming.
But how good do those look?
They look good. All right, I will message them, see if they'll send me one for review. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. But this Sabine helmet, I want to see the rest of the. I don't know. I wish there was more vibrant colors that we saw in Rebels, but I get it's not Rebels. I get it, understand. But
yeah, that one doesn't feel like Sabine to me. That one doesn't.
Well, that's what I was in the show. I'm like,
Sabine should be bright, vibrant colors, like punk rock, like yeah. I mean, it needs to have that element to it, and that one. It looks like it's a well made and well painted. It's just the color.
I like the Hasbro helmets. They're nice for the money. I mean, you really can't beat it. HasLab Ghost funding in 7 days. Yep. Sure does.
Oh yeah, you did that one, right? Yeah.
I had to, man.
That blew by its goal, right? Like.
Oh well, I haven't checked it in a while. Let me check.
I feel like it did.
The target was 8,000, and it's got 12,000.
Yeah,
I expected more.
12,000. That's it.
Yeah, I expected more than that, but
I thought it was going to be at like 50. To be honest, I thought people were going to go like crazy.
It's $500, man. It's a pricey piece, but
yeah, but that's also why it doesn't take that much to get to 50,000.
No, 12,000 units.
12,000 units.
12,000 units.
All right. So yeah, so that's okay.
So $500.
You're looking at over 50,000
units. I mean, they made $6 million on it. It's not bad. I mean, obviously, gross $6 million. That ain't a bad day to make toys.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be. I mean, that'll be cool. The Ghost one it's gonna
be large,
huge. That's gonna take up more space than that Bark Speeder.
Oh hell yeah! Do they have the dimensions? I don't even know if they have the dimensions on there, but it's gonna be large. Oh yeah, here it is. No, actually, the length is 34.5 inches. Width is 28. So the Bark Speeder is 28 inches.
28. Yeah.
Long and clearly not 34 wide. Like 30. It's coffee table size. It's Lego Millennium Falcon size.
So it's pretty large. I don't do the coffee table size vehicles, but I have coffee table size awesome books. This thing is amazing. It's funny, the 2 books that I just got in recently are this massive thing, and then the portable compendium that just came out for Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, nice.
It's just like it's got 2 books in it that are like the horizontal style, just for with the comic strips on it. And I was raised on Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, man.
So got these.
Well, guys, we need 17,000 backers, not 12,000. We need 17,000 to unlock Kanan and Zeb as far as the add-on figures to go with the set, the vehicle, and I would
When
very
does it
much
end?
like 7 days.
Oh, they might not make that.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, the vehicle's getting made, but tier 3 is 17,000. We'll see. We'll see.
That's the one thing that we definitely will not see in the show or anything else is Kanan. Like, not even like a flashback or anything like that. Like, he has Freddie Prinze Jr. has said he's like, no, I'm done. He's like, I did my thing. He's like, he's like, I didn't even want to do the voice in Rise of Skywalker. He's like, I did it as a favor. He's like,
Yeah.
and I fulfilled my obligation with that favor. He's like, I'm done. He's like, I had my time. It was cool, but like, I'm out.
Yeah.
So we're never going to see Kanan in live action unless they recast it.
No, they did. They recasted him in live action. They've hired. Well, I'll take that back. I don't want to jump ahead, but anyways, it won't be Freddie Prinze Jr. You are correct. It won't be him.
It's gonna be Will Smith.
It's actually Will Ferrell.
Let's see that. I would pay to see that.
It's Will Ferrell.
I would.
So, what are your thoughts on this latest? You're not getting the 19th FET that just got released, are you?
No. I have no, because I have my favorite FETs. I don't need, because to be perfectly honest, my two favorite FETs. I know this is like blasphemous to Empire purists and stuff, but my two favorite FETs are Bird Shit FET from season 2 of Mando,
okay,
and the arena suit, the all black arena suit.
I've
got those two. I have the Mythos sideshow one that looks really cool. I just literally I haven't touched it in years, because if I look at it for too long, it'll fall apart. But
he said it. I didn't say it.
But visually, it looks great. It's just, if I walk by the Module case that's in, because I'm surrounded by Module cases.
I didn't say anything bad about General Grievous, Sideshow. I didn't say anything bad.
Well, no, but the truth is, if I walk by the Module case and it's sealed, it's got the plexi. If I walk by that Module case that's got the Mythos FET in it, and I just gently fart, he will fall over. Like, it's just so fragile. But
well, here's the FETs though. I think this. So you got bird shit FET on the left, and he's cool. And then you got the Throne FET, and he's cool. But this new one, I like a lot.
It's not bad. It's all personal taste for me. I feel like the green is just too saturated on this new one. But it's not that it's inaccurate. That's how it was on the show. I just like it a little less desat. So it's not. That's not a critique of Hot Toys. That, and then the yellow on like the legs and stuff. Yeah. It's just too much for me. I like it to be a little bit more desaturated. The weathering that they did on the bird shit one is absolutely amazing. The artistry, the way they did that. I also like the color contrast of the like cream torso and then the weathered like green, and then the black sleeves. Like, I like the color contrasts there, and I don't get as much of that with the other two. And so that's just why I really, really like that one from Mando season 2. The others are good, but if I already have that one that I love so much, I don't need the other two.
No, and you don't get a head sculpt with this. Not that many people use it anyways, but I disagree. I do not like the cream colored undershirt at all. I don't like it. It's not badass. Like the full black on there, that's badass. That's
there's nothing that I can look at that figure about and not think it's badass, because when I look at those two on the right, I think of Book of Boba Fett, and you're hard pressed to find really good badass stuff about that. But when I look at Bird Shit Fett, I remember what he did to those troopers in season 2 of Mando,
Right.
And that's chock full of badassery.
It was like that gappy stick, and we're yeah.
Yeah,
Understand.
so to me, it's that one all day, and then the arena suit is so
Well, that's just there's no denying that one.
yeah, and I'm not worried about like, oh well, I want to pair Cobb Vanth with him or something because I'm sorry, Cad Bane, because Cad Bane is going to be going with Cobb Vanth in my display when he drops.
Yeah. I agree.
Um,
And Cad Bane might be the best figure released this year. It's freaking badass.
You
It's
know,
so damn good, man.
yeah, honestly, I think Cad Bane and right now I think Cad Bane and Black Panther are fighting it out for number 2. Because to me,
you still got Moon Knight at number 1?
Moon Knight is still number 1.
Yeah.
It's literally the best cape that Hot Toys has ever done.
I agree.
The wrappings on the sculpt and the body and the way that sculpted hood is so perfectly shaped. Like I love everything about that figure. So to me, that's number 1, and then probably Cad Bane 2 and Black Panther 3 for me.
Still too soon to say. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we still have the Iron Man Mark III, which I absolutely love.
The
that
Mark
armor,
III
so.
is like, the D100 Iron Man. I got that one. Although that I don't know if that can qualify because it's a repaint. I mean, I get it, but
And that's the thing. I don't have a Mark III in 6 scale. I have a Mark
Me neither.
III. I have a Mark III in quarter scale.
I almost got the quarter scale with the gantry, and then I decided against it. I'm like, nah, I'm not getting that real estate for that. I'd rather have a do-back than, honestly, I'll probably get rid of my quarter scale Mando and quarter scale Vader. They'll probably go away.
I've spoken to like 3 or 4 people that got the quarter scale Iron Man with the gantry. All of them said they wish they had just gotten him and the regular, not gotten the gantry.
It's got to be humongous, man.
But they also said it's big, it's a pain in the ass, and it's like underwhelming. Like it's not like, oh my god, this thing is so cool. Like I honestly think the gantry that's coming in 6 scale with the Mark 6.
Oh, the Mark 6, yeah.
Is gonna be better than the Mark 4 gantry in quarter scale.
I will definitely be getting that. I mean, if it's
I've got that
Iron Man, like I skipped the Silver Centurion because I just thought it was stupid.
I did too.
I was like, I'm not buying it. What's the other one they did? They're doing another one, right? There's another one they're doing. That's like the suit up crap. They just announced it. Well, maybe it was that one.
No, that's the Mark 7. That's when they're doing a suit up Mark 7.
Yeah. In the pot, in the that thing.
When he's like falling and you got it like put on his back.
I don't need that, man. I just want this. I just want the suits.
I like the concept and I applaud that because it looks super cool.
Yeah.
But after having the was it the Mark 4, Mark 5 suit up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love the way it looks. I haven't touched it since I got it set up because I'm afraid to touch any of those. It's just they're so finicky and so fragile. And when you one comes off and you try and put it on, and you end up knocking off 2 or 3 other pieces to get that one piece back on, and it's just mad. It's right up there with those swap out lightsaber light up arms.
Yeah.
That they're so maddening that I was like, I like this suit up one that I have. It's cool. I don't think I'm ever going to buy another suit up.
So we're going to get the Mark III, and we're going to get a Mark IV, and we're getting a Mark VI. And we already have like 17 Mark 7, so we got that going on. And we just got a Mark 1. So the only thing we need is a properly scaled Mark 2, and we're good.
They teased a quarter scale Mark II like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they like and then they did it again to the point where it's actually on Sideshow's website twice. Like there are 2 separate listings for coming soon Mark II quarter scale.
Yeah.
And
the Mark 7 suit up, I'm looking at it now. That's probably a pass for me.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing the Mark 7 suit up, and I'm not doing any suit up ones. The
But the
only
Mark
Iron
III,
Man,
man, that's good looking.
yeah, the only Iron Man that I will be getting as of right now is the Mark 3, and
No,
then the 6 with gantry.
6 of gantry. Yep.
So
That Mark
I'll get
III,
those two.
I'll tell you, Mark III is just badass. I would tell you.
It's honestly, I think
Woo.
even it's funny because you're like, oh, which one is my favorite armor, and then you're like, it's this one. Oh wait, but then oh shoot, then there's this
I
one.
like them all.
But
I
like
like 'em.
I for me, it's like
And
they're
why do we? Oh, not to cut you off, but why do we not have that comic origins one up for order yet with the repaint like that one? I want that.
with oh,
So
you
when
mean
they teased this,
oh yeah, like the with the actual with like the kind of comic head
yeah,
sculpt.
that one.
I don't know. I don't
I
know why
want
they
that.
haven't put that. I thought that would have
Sorry.
gone up like fairly quickly. But for me, I love the Mark 7 from Avengers. Absolutely love that. I love the
Yeah.
Mark 85 because it blends the classic with the like nanotech extremis from later ones. So I love that. And then I love
Mhm.
the Mark 3. If I had
Yeah.
to pick out of all of them, it's probably the Mark 3 because I just
Yeah,
that's the
it's
original
iconic.
Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
It's like I just think about that first scene where he goes to save that village like in the desert and just
Yep.
first starts blowing tanks up and stuff.
He's
It
got
was
the little
like
missiles.
yeah, and
Takes
then
out all
he
the
like
bad guys.
fires it and then just walks away and it blows up behind him.
Yeah,
It's like
man.
it's just so iconic that I think the Mark III is probably my favorite,
Yeah.
like bar none. And it's like I love the quarter scale. The quarter scale, it's not die cast and it's a little like finicky to try and pose, so I don't really mess with it very much. But a
Yep.
6 scale die cast, I can't wait for that to drop because I desperately need that in my collection. But I also love the comic origins ones, the regular one, the stealth, and the war machine.
I
Those
I
things,
like them
people
all,
sleep
man.
on those.
I like
People sleep
I
on them.
there's the only Iron Man I have in my collection that I don't absolutely just freaking enjoy is the Illusions one from Spider-Man, whatever.
You still have that?
Yeah, I got it.
I figured you would have let that one go a long
It's
time
Iron.
ago.
What's this Iron Man here? It is here. I just keep it, man. I'm like, man,
I almost got that, but then I got smart.
it's
and I
not.
didn't.
Nah,
No.
I wouldn't. I like it just because it's an Iron Man and it's in the set and whatever, but it doesn't really belong in the set. You know, it's
Like if I suppose if you have any of like the zombie figures like zombie Deadpool or
I have
something,
zombie
then
Deadpool.
you could put them
Yeah.
together. But yeah, it's
I have
not
the
one
zombie,
that
and they never made the zombie Cap from the other show, so I don't.
To be honest, I've been considering selling off Mysterio too. Like
Yeah,
I like
I've
the
got them
figure,
on.
but it's like, do I really? Because it's not like at a certain point, it's like you got to stop, punishing yourself and thinking, oh, Hot Toys, give us more villains. It's like they're every so often they'll give us ones,
Well, they
and
gave us.
like
I
you're
mean, we
getting
got a
like
couple coming out.
Ock and Goblin and stuff from No Way Home. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. But like outside of Spider-Man, like they're not doing a whole lot with villains. Like you get a Thanos, you get a Killmonger here and there, but it's like, so I'm not. It's just Mysterio by himself. I'm just kind of like, no.
Agreed. I sold mine. I passed them along. I gave somebody good. And like a couple weeks ago, I sold 20 some odd, 30 some odd figure, whatever it was, however many it was, figures, and I have a lot more to go. But it was nice to just. It's like a Band-Aid, man. Rip it off. Just get it going.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
There are a bunch that I have to move on. Like I've got taking up too much space. I've got 3 Thanos figures. I've got like the Infinity War one. I've got the clean Endgame, and then the battle damaged Endgame. And it's just they take up a lot of space. So, and I feel like I want the Infinity War, and I'll keep the battle damage. So I'm going to sell off the clean one from Endgame.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been doing is like going through my collection and being like, can I live without that? Or like, is that on like a lower shelf or in the back where I haven't even seen it in 6 months? If I haven't, then like, is it really going to hurt me if I get rid of it?
Nope. I sold stuff that I haven't messed with since I moved in this house. for the most part.
Well, that's
and
if you've had it in storage for a year, then
I'm
it's
like,
like,
gotta go.
do I
Or it's been wrapped up
really-
in bubble wrap over here, or what? Yeah, and so I'm good. And everything I sold, if I really miss it, I'll buy it back. It's fine. Not a big
Well, that's
deal.
the thing.
but
You can always get it back. It's like,
always
you
get it
know,
Yep.
it's hanging on to stuff and just having clutter just for no reason.
exactly.
You know, I believe me, I get that it's hard to let something go, especially if you were super excited about it like a year or two ago. But if you got new stuff coming in that you're super excited about, then the stuff that doesn't blow your skirt up anymore, you gotta be willing to let it go.
It'll pay for the new stuff.
Exactly.
It's
And
fine.
then
it's collecting. It's
and
all
then the new stuff will eventually be old stuff that if you want the really old stuff back, you can
Right.
sell the really old stuff. Or you can sell the old stuff, and the really old stuff becomes your new stuff.
See that math
Right here.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap that up here. Hope you guys enjoyed this little chat. We had no agenda, we had no plan. We only asked why. That was it. But we're gonna wrap this up.
Or why?
I do have a video coming out on the Bark Speeder and the clone. And I'm just taking my time on it. I'm like, what's the hurry? Whatever. I got to hear. I do have the new FET coming from Pop Collectibles. It'll probably be here tomorrow or Thursday, or it'll probably be here Friday. I don't know, whatever it is. And I'll mess with that this weekend. And I have another display video coming, like lighting and I got that, which means, you know what that means? It means I got to pose a bunch of damn figures because that, you can't have crappy poses in your display. So I got that going on.
You can never just repose one figure though. Then you've got to do like a
Nah.
whole shelf or something.
No, it's a whole thing. I got another lighting. Anyway, it's I got work to do. What else? That's it for right now, I guess. And then we'll play Call of Duty and probably not do very well at it. So there's that. So, anyways, I'm out of here. Brendan doesn't have a YouTube channel, so he doesn't care. If you want to send him a Daredevil, if you want to send him a Daredevil comic, he'll probably take it. Probably already has it. So
Probably.
that's his Instagram over there. You can follow him there. We out. See you guys.